This most beautiful part of Belgium was the venue for round 8 of the 250 Grand Prix. A strong French influence is to be found in this part of the country. There was controversy with this massive jump which claimed several victims in Saturday's time training, despite pleas from many riders to have the track changed. Mike Healey was one of the victims, which resulted in a trip to the local hospital where he received 15 stitches and 5 surgical staples.
I'd smile, mate, but I can't. It hurts.
Britain's Lewis King, who the previous week in France recorded second fastest time in qualifying, was another victim, but he luckily escaped with concussion, cuts and bruises. Competitors pushed the issue further before Sunday's time training. Healey and Pusa, backed by a majority of riders, insisted that alterations had to be made.
Johansson Bervoets, your opinion of what is happening here this morning?
It's so stupid. They should, because the rider complained already yesterday. And the thing is, it's not so dangerous for the top guys. The dangerous was yesterday for the qualification, for the guy who just qualified. So they should have done this after the first practice yesterday already.
And that's the view of Arkan Kolquist, not too happy with proceedings. Track alterations complete, riders prepare for Heat 1, and we hand you over to our race commentator.
On this 250 class, it's anybody's race. Anybody can win. There they are, number 1 and number 5, each side of the box. The fastest in Sunday's time training, waiting for the 30-second board. And they're away. Up the straight they go into that right-hander and then down that very tricky first downhill section. Who will it be? Herring's there. And look at Herring with the bike almost in speedway style, but he's hung on. Herring it is that leads them away, number 8, the Brit. Looking back for second. It's Pusa, number 1. Then it's Johansson, number 12. Parker, number 7, he's in there as well. Peter Dirks, number 10. Strivers has gone through. They're all beginning to pick their way through those first set of corners. But we look back and think, how did Herring manage to hang on that first right-hander? He had the back end of the bike. Oh, absolute speedway style. Here he is, number 8. Robbie Herring hoists the Honda up down that double section, and that really is a tremendous set of downhills. The current championship leader, number 1, Alexander Pusa. There is Johansson there in 3rd. He's got Trampus Parker, number 7, behind him in 4th. Look at it as they hoist those bikes up down that section. That really is frightening. Cameraman said he stood on top of that earlier on, and it really did give him vertigo as he looked down, but Herring doesn't seem to worry at all about this. Here they go. This is the controversial jump that the riders complained so bitterly about earlier on. They bulldozed it now, everybody's happy, but Herring was so quick there in Saturday's time training, 3 seconds faster than anyone else over that particular jump. So Robbie Herring it is in the lead with this man in second place, number 1, Alexandre Pusa. In back for 3rd, there is still Johansson and Parker. No changes as yet. Parker down the big downhill. Oh, indeed, and that is Healey. The back end of the bike must have slid round as he approached the uphill of the jump, and he's thrown it away in really big style. Back end of the machine, very bent down, but he's back on it. Kick it back up, get it going, and get back in the race. This is what he's done. Well, that's the second crash this weekend for Mike Healey. Herring back at the front. To the sounds of the hooters and the crowd as he really hoists the Honda high. Pusa hoisting that bike just as high. The Chesterfield Suzuki of Alexandre Pusa. And we're back with the race leader, and look at this. Herring's got a problem. The left-hand side radiator cowl has come away from the radiator. Now that could cause Herring a problem sometime during the race when he gets up over these big jumps. As we join the tussle back there for second and third, Johansson is still there with Pusa, and Johansson past Pusa. Trampus Parker still chasing that group. Monique Bervoets, number 6, on the Kawasaki. He's in there in a good position. Axel Holbert going through there. It's got Peter Dirks, and there is Väkkönen, Pekka Väkkönen, and right behind Väkkönen is Gert van Doren. There's Jamie Dobb, one of the British riders, number 9 on the Yamaha, Belgium-based rider now. Here's Healey, 99, recovering after that early lap crash. Beginning to move himself up the leaderboard. Second place man, Peter Johansson, number 12. Now let's look at this. Look at Parker, takes a different line over the jump, not as much height, lands exactly the same time as Pouzar, and then what happens? Pouzar runs Parker straight into the metal railings. Well, Parker will not like that one iota. Pouzar hangs on there to third spot, Parker still in fourth. There's Monique Bervoets, still hanging on to his position at the moment. Track beginning to rut up just a little now as they dig into those big ruts. And this Robbie Herring, well, we expected he may have had a problem with that radiator callum, but he's on his way back to the paddock. So that, of course, now moves up Peter Johansson, number 12, into the lead. The battle is on still here between Pouzar and Parker going after Pouzar with some vengeance after that tactic of shoving him into the metal railings. And he's got him. Parker takes Pouzar. Parker moves up then in now to second place with the absence of Herring. And Pouzar going back after Parker. We wait now for Peter Johansson on the 1992 Yamaha for his first Grand Prix win.
Just what Arkin Colquist was doing with a wooden stake we don't know, as the Yamaha team members greeted race winner Peter Johansson. And after a much-needed drink, we spoke to the winner.
What are your feelings, Peter?
Great, this is
You've
great.
waited a long time.
Many years.
And you've been the fastest this season on many occasions, but today everything went your way.
Yeah, that's right. I was following Pouzar and look his line, and he had some wrong lines, and then I passed him, and it was hard, but I won.
And in the end, it was just one bike length.
Yeah, I heard it in every corner, so I'm very happy.
Did you have any idea what had happened behind you?
I saw Parker start losing when it was maybe 3 or 4 laps left, and then just Pouzar left, and it was heavy.
Peter Johansson, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Parker and Pouzar had clashed several times, with Parker going down on the final lap. Officials had to pull them apart after a physical confrontation in the finish area, which resulted in Parker not attending the first heat presentation.
It's fantastic. It's the first Swede who have won a Grand Prix after my victory in Namur 88, so we are so happy. I think this is going to lift the motocross in Sweden. And we have been waiting for this the whole season with Peter, but he has just finished third and fifth all the time, and I have seen his possibility to win. He has a capacity to win, but he has been a little bit weak here, but now I think he's going to win the next one also.
Colquist confident that Peter can win the next race, however Healey thinks he'll win. Parker displays his scars to the public after clashing with Pouzar in Heat 1, while Pouzar acknowledges the fact that trouble could lay ahead. Meanwhile, Britain's Rob Herring gives a detailed explanation of his crash to Trampus Parker. Peter Johansson found time to take a shower and looks fresh and strong for Heat 2. But Dave Strybos had taken a large stone in his right eye in Heat 1.
So as they line up for this Heat 2, there's number 7, Trampus Parker. They're second in from the box. They're away. Just look at Healey come from the outside. Cut straight across the front of everybody else. Parker was in there as well. So was Pouzar, but Pouzar was badly blocked out. So away was Healey, Pekka Väkkönen, Evertson and Robbie Herring, the Brit, was in there as well. Gert van Doren was there, Bader Manade, so was Monique Bervoets. Davy Strybos and Ryan Hunt was also in the hunt as well. Now they go over the big jump. That's the controversial jump that they all complained so bitterly about after Saturday that was changed for Sunday's racing. They settle down into this first lap. Someone stalled it there on the corner. And look at this, Parker way down at the back. He got landed on after that first big jump by somebody. That's put him way down at the back. But here's the leader, number 99. Second place and third place and fourth place men all neck and neck. Bervoets, number 6, is still in there. Strybos is still there. You really can't separate any of these riders at the moment, but it was Healey that led. Race leader, 99, Mike Healey, making up for that first leg crash. Second place man, it's Väkkönen, Herring, Evertson, Bervoets, Strybus. There is Ryan Hunt, 67. As we pick up the race leader once again. Healey making no mistakes in this one. Herring is still there. He also crashed badly in the first race. Didn't finish, but he's up at the moment into around second position. Pouzard trying to make up ground. Leader once again. The American, Mike Healey. Coming from the 125 squad last year into the 250s for 1991. There's Everton, 95 on the bike. That's Bervoets right up behind him on the Kawasaki. Healey once again. Back end of the bike beginning to slip and slide in those little wet patches around the circuit. But as always, Healey, being an American, likes to style it for the spectators and for our cameras here. The Californian really beginning to enjoy himself. Down that big downhill double. That really is a spectacular jump. Up and over he goes again. Hoists the bike high and wide. Healey gets away. Here's Pouzard, number one, and we've got a battle on here. This is Ryan Hunt, 67, and Mickey Diamond, he's got him. Mickey Diamond, the American, inside the Brit. Monique Bervoets now has got in front of Pekka Väkkönen, number two, so Väkkönen drops to third. Well, here's Mike Healey. He's going to win this second heat. Number 6, Monique Bervoets there in second, and third, it's Pekka Väkkönen.